What's up guys, it's Tactical and I'm back again with another Clash Royale video. Today I want to be showing you guys a really good graveyard deck that I made yesterday and I've been doing pretty decent with. Here's a deck right here. We got the Giant, the Graveyard, the Ice Golem, the Lava Hound, Skeleton Army, the Witch, the Tombstone, and of course the very overpowered Dark Goblin. Now, I want to be sharing a few replays with you guys, and I might even do a live game with y'all as well. So, here's my most recent game that I want you guys to see. You know, you may think with having the Giant and the Lava Hound in one deck, it'd be kind of difficult, but it actually helps out quite a bit. And his deck basically had everything to counter my deck, but I still came out and won, and I'll show you guys how I did that. First thing you really want to do is start out with the Giant and then go ahead and put down anything else to counter what he's got. So I deploy the Skeleton Army on the right side, but of course he has the Log and he has the Lightning, but I was able to get his Inferno Tower. Not much going on in the beginning, but as you can see in this game, how overpowered this deck is, even with his deck with the Lightning, the Inferno Tower, the Log, and he even has arrows, I believe, as well. So I want to show you guys how I completely wrecked him and share a few more replays with y'all as well. So let's see how this goes. So I want to go ahead and go a little bit faster here. Tombstone is basically used to as a distraction for the oncoming troops, and I kind of do quite a bit of damage right there, as you can see. It's a really good deck, you guys. I definitely recommend using it if you have the Graveyard and you have all of my other cards. The Dark Goblin is actually a big factor in this deck as well. So this deck is mainly good with double elixir, and I completely shut him down here in a minute with this deck. I just used the Graveyard spell. He almost got my tower, but I got his, and I pretty much just overpower him from here on out. I'm trying to basically distract him a little bit and get him away from my King Tower, but I start a push on the right side, and so does he, to try to defend, but he cannot defend against this push. Keep that in mind. Now watch what happens. He cannot defend even with his Lightning and everything else. There goes his Inferno Tower, and I'm pretty much just going to get his tower at this point. He can't handle it, the push. So there's the first win. To basically show you guys how this deck works and how it can be really good when you play, I want to go ahead and find another game where I won with this deck. That was a loss, and this was a win. Oh, I can't share the replay. I can't share these replays, so what I'll do is I'll go ahead and play, I guess, a few games with you guys live online. Okay. So first thing you want to do is start out with the Giant. I'm actually going to defend here since he's probably going to start push. Tombstone to distract his Giant when it gets here. I'm going to put the Witch behind my Giant. And possibly the Skeleton Army. Let's see what happens. Yes, now the Skeleton Army. That should get rid of his Giant, and it does. Ice Golem in front. It looks like his Mega Minion got distracted. And I do a tiny bit of damage to his tower, but so far so good. Now I'm going to kind of want to save my elixir a little bit. His Musketeer is not going to do too much damage, and he's going to be distracted, so that's good. He didn't do any damage to my tower yet. Now, since I saved my elixir, time to go with a Lava Hound. Okay, this is going to distract those Elite Barbs a little bit. go ahead and shut that down before it can do too much damage. And then possibly the Skeleton Army as well. Do a tiny bit of damage on his left side with that Dart Goblin, and we're going to let the Lava Hound do a little bit of work. This guy's got a pretty good deck to counter, but if you out-strategize him, then you can come out on top, which is what I'm going to try and do with you guys here live on this game. And he's got a decent push. I'm going to go ahead and put the Ice Golem in front here to distract his Mega Minion, distract the Giant right there. And the Giant should be done pretty soon, and it is. So now I want to start saving my elixir for a big push here soon. Okay, now I'm going to definitely need to put a Skeleton Army right there and a Witch to continue to distract his troops. Then I want to deploy a Giant right here, maybe a Dart Goblin as well, to try and get something started, I guess, and the Graveyard as well right here. And this should inevitably shut him down if my Giant can stay alive just long enough. Okay, there we go. See, guys, and he can't stop it. So I'm about to take the win here. It looks like that's going to be a win. So basically, this deck is really good, you guys. It's easy to use if you know how to use it. Like I said, I'm pretty new with this deck. I just made it yesterday, and I'm starting to get used to it, but it does work very well. It is a very good graveyard deck. I cannot stress that enough. And I want to go ahead and do one more game with you guys, and that's going to be the end of the video for today. But since we have a pretty good starting out deck here, I want to probably go ahead and deploy the Lava Hound on the left side. And hopefully he'll try and defend, because that's what my plan is here. And then I'm going to save my elixir for a second and see what he does. I may just go ahead and put the Graveyard right here on this left side and the Skeleton Army and see what happens. Okay, well, it looks like he's dropping for the clan chest since that is currently going on, and he's giving me a free win, so thank you, that means a lot. I'm going to go ahead and take the free win here. Alright. And here's my deck again, guys. The Giant, the Skeleton Army, the Graveyard, the Ice Golem, the Lava Hound, the Witch, the Tombstone, and the Dart Goblin. Please use this deck. It is very good. It's easy to use. This is tactical, and I will see you guys in the next video. Also, whenever the clan chest is done and our clan gets that done, I'm going to go ahead and make another video, the clan chest opening. It's going to be a part 3. Stay tuned for that video in the near future, and I'll see you guys in the next one.